Hello, city planners and builders, and welcome back to City Skylines 2 in Nutville Town Village. We're over here at our cargo, what's it's actually called? Let me turn the HUD off. Cargo train terminal. That's where we are. So, in between episodes here, I was having a lot of issues with the trucks coming in and out of the train terminal here for cargo. So I watched a good video on how to set this up and make it work a little bit more efficient. And I've been sitting here for like the last 5 minutes, and you can see the trucks coming in. It is working rather well. One-way streets. I got a two-lane one-way street coming in, so they're not bottlenecking on the main road, if you will. And we have one entry point. They can come out on this side here and exit back out to the industrial area over here. I also added in, there's another exit point over here, but I added in just a couple more of, well, I shouldn't say I didn't have any to begin with, but a couple of the storage warehouses. Because even though I wasn't running out of storage space, it does allow the trucks to come over and use these bays as well. So instead of just having this one over here where there's like five, I don't know, 5, 10, we'll just say like a dozen bays. It adds more bays over here, so more trucks coming in, drop off the material, and get back out. So this is working pretty well. The amount of cargo that's still here is the same as it has been. Right around 5 kilotons is basically what we're storing. Trains coming in and out. They're not actually not carrying that much in and out of here. If I can click on the train, that'd be good. This one's actually bringing in oil, of all things. But yeah, and then when it leaves, it's not taking a whole bunch with it. But this has cleared up this road here. It used to be, I'm trying to remember now. It used to be like right about, it used to be like right along the road here, and the train tracks were coming out this way and curving around to here. But now I had to just divert that over to here. So not a big deal. That is pretty well cleaned up. So I have played about maybe 2 or 3 hours in between episodes, and basically I've just been going around looking at traffic, trying to take care of some intersections, interchanges, roundabouts, doing the whole lane connector tool. And yeah, someone did mention on lane connectors. Let me just get a lane connector here. Remove unsafe. Do that. Remove U-turns, which I've been doing. I've also been doing priority tools a little bit, which will allow me to tell which ones to yield, stop, or go, depending on what I want to do. What else did I do? Over here at the hospital, I think, is that where we ended last episode? This road here used to come out to here, and we had an intersection here, and traffic was just getting really, really bad here. So basically what I did was I brought it up to here to have a cross intersection, put in some stoplights, and that took care of a lot of our problems. Although I do see I'm backing up with traffic down here now. Do we have stoplights down? Why do we not? Why don't we have stoplights down here? This looks like an area where I should have stoplights, because we are backing up with traffic, and these people may not be getting out that well. But what I want to focus on today is, and someone did mention, I keep saying I got a lot of pedestrians on the sidewalks, and what could be a thing, they say buses are okay, but tram lines are the way to go to get people to move around. So we're going to be looking at adding some tram lines and see if that helps out, especially like in this particular area here. We just got, look at the people on the sidewalks. We do got bus routes going around here, but yeah, I'm not too sure how well they are doing. And also, I'm still kind of interested about the subway system. Even though it looks like there's a lot of people going down there, and there is. If we go to here, and if I go to subways, yeah, we're not even using 500 passengers. We're hardly getting 10% in each line. So I'm a little surprised about that. With the amount of people going down and coming back up, seems like I would be using a lot more than that many people. Yeah, and by the way, yeah, we got a lot of demand for residents to come on in. We are almost up to 60,000. We're getting 300 residents per hour still. And the money, well, is looking better and better. And people are very happy. Taxes, I reduced taxes a little bit. So now, I think that was a -6. Now it's just a -2. High water fees, which is kind of interesting. And Prime risk and -1. Water. How do you? Yes. Is it taxation on water? Or where do I go for that? Is it services? Probably. And service fees, I will drop that down to 105%. 104%. How about that? Budget, we're fine there. Another thing I would like to ask is, so on, well, actually I think I was in the right one for that. If I go to services, so you can see we are exporting electrical. You can export water or sewage. I just don't know how. I think you got to be connected to an outside city, but how does one do that? I probably got to build to the edge of the map in order to be able to do that. Ooh, what's going on down here? We got 2 buildings down here. Both are saying, yep, they are losing money, and they do got stuff down here. Are they running out of material? Nearly empty, and you're balanced. So another thing I thought about doing, because we got a lot of commercial down here, we also got a lot of businesses or offices. I don't think they require material. No, you're doing software, so maybe not. But like the commercial businesses, they do require some material. So I was thinking about, but I didn't see much of an issue. I was guessing since all of our industrial's up here, they're probably getting a lot of stuff from the industrial. I was looking to see if I got a lot of trucks coming on down through here delivering to our commercial, and it does not appear to be. I was thinking about actually putting a cargo terminal down here so the train can take material from all the industrial stuff, bring it on down here via train rather than trucks bringing it down. And then the trucks just got or the local vehicles for the commercials just have to go from here to the cargo terminal. I may end up actually putting one down here in the future. Not today. But let me know what your thoughts about putting a cargo terminal down here. And that way we can deliver, to all these over here. But also maybe do a ship cargo. Give us some more possibility to ship things out of here. But that is something. But right now, I just want to kind of focus on some tram lines and see if we can get some of these pedestrians off the sidewalk to help us on out, because obviously they're also blocking the intersection as well. Oh, I also had to put down a couple of elementary schools. I put one down here, which is already full. And I also put one down, you can find it over here. This is the last one I put down, and it's filling on up. Because if we go to our educational, we have almost 9,000 people eligible for elementary school. And currently I'm at 9,500 capacity. High school, we are almost at capacity there. I probably need to put down another high school. Capacity is 1,200, eligible 1,300. I need a high school. All right, let's go ahead and do that. So educational, elementary school, small high school, city high school. Capacity 800. I guess we could do that. So the other high school is way over here. Do I want to put the other high school next to this one? You'd think that would be a good idea, right? Or do you want to put it over here? Actually, I think I'll put it... I actually don't got the room over there to really do so. We'll throw it in... Right there is good. There we go. A lot of people are happy about that. So we'll start getting some students in. Right now, we got none. What do we got for upgrades for that? Anything I should be doing? Additional floors. I don't think we need additional floors. Rooftop sports park. Unique. If I do that... You know what? Let's go ahead and just put this on there. I don't need that right now. But I don't want to, I don't think I could put that on and then that. So we'll put that on as well. And make everyone as happy as they possibly can be. Alright, so, I was not expecting to be putting it on a high school, but there we are. Alright, so now we got plenty of room there. College, 10,000 capacity. We're at half that. University, 15,000. And only 400 are going to university. Should I put down, can I Do I have a university? Did I put down a university? If I did, it's going to be over here. Okay, this again, it's not what I thought I'd be doing here. That is a college, high school. This is elementary school. No, so college. I don't have a university. We got this medical building over here, medical university, but I don't have a university. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to put a university down over here because maybe they don't want to. Oh, that's big. That is big. That is not going to go there. Yeah, maybe I should be putting it over here. That would have gone good right there. Actually, can you put it there? All right, we'll come back to that. Let me get back to what I was going to start off today with, and that is tram lines, because I do want to get some of these pedestrians off here. So the first thing we're going to need, and I was looking around where to put one, and that is, let's see, we need a tram. We need a tram depot, and actually we're going to throw it in right next over to here, because I do kind of want to start with putting a tram road in over here. Now, apparently, tram lines go right on the road, so you don't really need to do anything, apparently, which is kind of interesting. Do we need all these crosswalks here? Don't think we do. Let's eliminate some of this stuff, because we got 2 at the same spot. Actually, we got 3 at the same spot. Can we get rid of that one and that one? Can we keep it down to 1? That'd be good. So let's go ahead and we need to, I guess, Euro tram stop, tram junction, double tram track. That allows trams to run in both directions simultaneously. Can be added to existing roads with replace tool mod. A single track that allows traffic to run in one direction at a time can be added to existing roads. Replace tool mod. So you'd have to go here. So I'd have to just upgrade that. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to throw this in. Do I want... I need it both ways. Why would you not do... If I say double track, does that allow it to go on both sides of the road? Wait, is it putting crosswalks at every junction I'm putting down? So I want to then come over to here, over to there. All right, we're just going to get 1 in to start with. Wait, how do I want to do this actually? I think I'm actually going to go around this way. And then back out this way. Yeah, I want to go back this way. All right, so I guess I have to... Oh, wait, can this not go around a rotary? Overlapping. Okay. Houston, we may have a problem. So maybe they can't go around rotaries. That's overlapping. Well, all right, let's pause this for a second, I guess. We'll get rid of that. And that just goes into a regular intersection, I suppose. All right, and then... All right, we'll upgrade that. All right. And then we will come back around like so. Like so. Up through here. And that should be now connected to there. Alright, so I think we're all set. Now I need stops. So, let's see here. So I just had to connect it to the depot over here. They're going to come along here, but the route I want to make is just going to be along here. Do I want to put it right next to the bus stops? That seems like not a great idea, but if I get rid of the bus stops in the future, then that might not be a bad thing. Yes, I want to put it here because obviously this is where the passenger train goes out of town. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put another one down here. Ooh, we are not connected there. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. Let me go ahead and just put one there. And then we are coming around over to here. I'm going to put one there. We will put one there. Right next to the subway and where the crosswalk is to go over. And yeah, I'll even put another one there. I don't mind that many stops. If I can get that many people off of the sidewalks, I'd be happy with it. So we're just going to go new line. You go there. Wait, did I click on it? Okay, so it is got that one. Yep, they're glowing pink. We got you going here. To there. So this is kind of like a trial run. I just want to see how this is going to do. And if it does really good, then of course... Alright. So we should see... Oh, I still got it paused. So we should see... actually, let me click on this. So is there any upgrades? What's it? Space for more trams. I don't think we need that. So let's unpause. So we should see a tram come out, right? Somewhere? There it is. How many passengers can that hold? 240. Alright, so the one thing I don't want is a lot of this stuff. So let's go ahead and get rid of... Actually, if I just get rid of the crosswalks. Let's get rid of the crosswalk there. Can I not? There we go. I think I do want the crosswalk here. So we're actually going to upgrade that. But can I get rid of the... I'll leave the stop lights there for now. But I do not want the crosswalk here. Is that where they put them all in? I have no idea. Alright, so we're getting people... It's going to be kind of hard to see where the trams are. Passengers waiting 2, 3. Alright, it's getting there. So we're going to have to see how... Are these people waiting for the tram? 41. 41. Yeah, so hopefully we can get some of these people stopping from going on the sidewalks. There's way too many of them. All right, so we're gonna let that play out for a little bit, see how that goes, and see how filled up these trams go. Wait, did this building? This building was hurting for customers, and now they got some money. So that's good. How are you doing over here? Not so good. All right, again, we'll let that play out. All right, so you are loading up. You already got 10 passengers and 2 dogs, apparently. So we got 3 trams that are going to go on that. It's not a big route. All right, so yeah, I do want to put down a college. But yeah, where do I want to put it? Probably over here. And I think we are going to get like a bus or a transportation over here because we don't have any of that right now. So I can buy 46 squares. So we got plenty of that. So I'm just going to buy those 2. And who put that road in? Oh man, that does not look good at all. Doesn't look great at all. All right, let me pause this. Let's see if I can... Did I put a 2-lane or a 4-lane in here? Looks like I put it in asymmetrical. Why would you have gone and done that? I don't know. But I did. What's that floating there? Oh, someone on a bike. Well, they'll get over it. We'll get rid of that as well. Let's go ahead and we're gonna not smooth. We're gonna level this out. Tool height, brush size, brush strength. Let's just go ahead and smooth this all out as much as we can. And then smoothing tool over here. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Soften tool. Let's... Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's the button for Farm Sim. Yeah, brush size is what I wanted. And brush strength. All right, let's go ahead and get ourselves a 4-lane road coming on in. Actually, probably should work my way back here. What do you mean overlapping items? Do I need to get rid of the... I hope it's the right building I'm trying to get rid of here. Okay, just to be sure. Probably should save the game just to be sure. All right, so now we can connect to this. So that is just a 2-lane, I guess. All right, so we're just going to go like that angle there. And let's put on a little curvy curve here. We'll come out to about there and just snap in. Why won't you snap in there? What do you mean overlapping items? What am I overlapping? Clearance too low. All right, how about if we go from... Boy, I don't like where that node's grabbing there. Okay. Oh, there's a electrical pole there. Maybe that's what's causing the issue. Let's go ahead and we will... All right, I'm going to pause. Wait, make sure the game's paused. Let's get rid of that for a second. That's what was probably causing the whole issue here. So yeah, we want to grab... All right, let me go back to here. Curvy curve. Kind of come out to like here and then curve into there like so. Why would you put a crosswalk in way back there? I don't know. Let me go back to electrical. And we need to hook you up. Yeah, because you guys don't have electrical anywhere. We just need to hook you up to... There we go. Alrighty, and I don't think we need... the crosswalks we'll keep for now, I guess. But I don't like the way that... Why that crosswalk is way back here. I guess it's because it's... These are just 2 lanes, and this is a 4 lane. Alright, so we got that in. Let's go ahead and go back to educational. It's a... crud. Wait, well, oh, it's probably on it. A university, right? Yeah, because I got a college. Overlapping items. Overlapping what items? I don't know. All right. I think it's the road is not... All right, so I'm going to have to... do that and that. Road. Why are you being so difficult? And now you're overlapping. All right, we can go there. Now the whole back, I'm not sure, but was that for like pathways and such? Probably. All right, let's unpause. So we got ourselves a university down. We'll see. Oh, well, there we go. Some students already coming on in. 29 students. That'll pay for itself, one might think. So a little while ago, we put in this agricultural livestock thing over here. And it's doing pretty good. Actually, it's got 100 in storage. This is not getting rid of material fast enough. Stored resources. Vehicles in use 0 out of 5. Why are you not moving that material? Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're not moving that material. Speaking of productions, oh, I was going to get the DLC for this for service buildings, but I did not. Yeah, we are still running a deficit on livestock. So, as I learned, though, livestock can go anywhere. And I was thinking about putting it up here. So, let's go ahead and we'll at least put down 1, because we got use of this road here. So, let's go down here. We'll get some livestock. And... Oop, game save. Do I just want to put it here? Yeah, that'll be fine. Right there is good. We just got ourselves a dairy house for some reason. All right. Let's go ahead and we will come out to here. Which way is this going? Okay, it's going around this way. Probably because I put down another livestock and I got an achievement for that. I don't know how many I got down now, but... yeah, hopefully this will help out with our deficit. Oh, you did not do enough for your road yet. We will go there. And we'll just go up to there. To there. Alright, so before I do any more, we'll just get ourselves a nice little small road that just goes here. I'm not good at making the roads going straight in, so that's why I'm doing it like this. And I think this is a regular 2-lane road. Going up to here would be good. And crosswalks there are fine. Let's go ahead and click on this, and we will adjust these lines here a little bit more so I can bring that one over like so. Let's go ahead and just leave a marker like that so I can do this. Try to maximize our area. And then I'm going to go over and check on our trams in just a second. Although the game's been paused a little bit while I was doing some of this stuff. So we may not see too much of a change, but I want to see how many people are getting on the trams. And as long as they're getting on them, then that means less pedestrians on the sidewalk. I still may have a lot of people on the sidewalk, but if they're on the trams, of course. Come on, game. Why are you... Oh, I see what the problem is. I'm restricting myself here. We'll just grab you and come down to here. There we go. All right, so they'll start doing some livestock stuff. We got ourselves a dairy production, which is nice. Where is that going to be under? Delivering delectable dairy delights daily. That I can't. It's a Sunday. I can't say it like that. 2% industry efficiency citywide and expert profits 2% citywide. All right. Do we want to put it down over in this particular area? Just to kind of fill it in, or do you want to put it over in this industrial area as well? Looks like I'm putting my unique buildings over here already. This is... No, that's a one-way road. Don't want to put it there. All right, we'll slap it down right there. How about that? Lovely. All right, looks like we got a little bit of a trash problem here. All right. I'm going to come down here first just to see... Okay, are they not walking on the sidewalk because I just got down here and they despawned, or... Are we just seeing that many people not on the sidewalk? And also, this building here, remember, they weren't making enough money. Nearly empty on products, so that's kind of a thing. There is a bus, so let's go to here. If I go to tram lines, 562 passengers, 609 using 85%. So that looks like it might be working here. Yeah, you can see a lot of people waiting on the trams right there. So this is looking good. That is not good, though. So where you put the sign, that's the middle of the tram. Can I just... Oh, boy, it's going to be hard to get on that. Oh, it's on... Nope. There we go. Can I move that? Let's just relocate that, like right there instead. But yes, that's great. So yeah, tram lines are the thing, and I made plenty of stops. Yeah, they are just about full. All right, so yeah, for someone that said tram lines will get people around, rather than buses, it'll get rid of a lot of people walking around. I do like that quite a bit. Because we saw before, it's still pretty busy around here, but not as busy as it once was. All right. I don't need tram lines. It just shows that they're not connected here. Because I don't plan on going through that way. At least I don't think so. Where is... Where is my stops? One up there and over here. Do you want to put a crosswalk in so people can get over here? Do an upgrade there. I will put stoplights there so people just don't walk across randomly. They could have crossed down there. So actually, maybe we'll get rid of the crosswalk that's here. And they can cross up here. How many people waiting here? 170. Do I need... I may need to bump up the amount of trams on that line. We will do 4. Get people where they need to go. Is that killing the buses a little bit? Yeah, it's like at 30 out of 80. Alright, so let me go ahead and look around. I gotta see... I got plenty of areas where there's a lot of people running around, so... we'll do a tram line there, which means I'll have to run lines out there, but that's fine. But let me go ahead and... Yeah, probably more so in this area is what we need to get to, actually. If we get on down here, yeah, we can see people roaming around quite a bit. So I need to run... Oh, yeah, but tram lines don't go through rotaries. Well... Alright, I'm gonna upgrade the road to get a tram line over here. And then I'll bring it back when we put in the stops. But I think... in this little development area over here, we got a good amount of people walking around, so I'll see what I can do with this. Alright, so I found my way around rotaries. It kind of sucks a bit because, well, you basically got to get rid of the decorations in the center. And I kind of forgot I had a rotary over here, but now this would be a good time to show you. So it's, as you can see, it says overlapping item. So if we go into roads, roundabouts, I think this is a... Is this a large one? There we go. So we'll place that. So it got rid of the decorations in the middle. And now we go back to this and this. Now you can see where now the trams can go right on. They don't have to go around the rotary. They're just going to go right on through. Where are we at now? So now we're at here. There. Not as many people walking, but as you can see, we got a lot of high rises here, so this would be a good area to go on. Actually, I got a lot of people crossing here. All right, so for now, I'm gonna have to. I don't want to say ignore that, but oh wait, why? Okay, we got a little section of the road there. You're gonna come down here. Oh, another rotary. Alright, so which way do you want to go? Actually, I do want to go this way, so yeah, I gotta get rid of that. Rotaries are good until you do this. That is, I think, yep, that's a medium one, I think. So we'll place that. Come back into here. Now we're gonna go that way. That way. And that should connect back up in here. So this is where it's gonna go around. It's coming from the depot from here. Let me zoom on out so you can see. I do got trams in here. It's coming in through here. This rotary here, which I had to. This is where I learned how to get the trams around that. But there's the depot. It's going to come on through here. That's not where the route's going to be, but the route is just going to go through these high rises here. And then go around this city area here. And down around here. I'm missing this little section right here. But I do got buses going there. We do have a subway here, so definitely want to make sure I have a stop. Probably right next to where this ramp is for... Actually, let me get out of that so you can see. So the people can walk up and around and get over to either the bus terminal here or over to the subway. So let's go ahead and grab this. Now I just got to remember the tram stops... the middle of the tram stops where that is. So we're going to put that there. People are happy. Let's put one down. I say more the merrier at this point. Actually, going to put one down here. I'm probably going to put in a crosswalk or a sidewalk going from here down to here. I need to start doing a little bit more of that. Let's put in one there. And then, of course, we got to come over to here. Of course, we will put one next to this bus stop. And we'll put one after this bus stop right there. Also, before the intersection. There, that's good. All right, so let's, because the tram's going to be coming in from this way, we will go ahead and just go here. Well, you know where we're going. We just put these in. And as I was doing this, I had a thought about the college that we just put in, or university, whatever it was I just put in, and also the medical building up there, since we don't have any transportation. We do have, let me just get over here so we can watch the tram come on out. We do have the a train line going over through there, and a passenger train is going through that general area. I'm thinking about running the passenger train down over there, just run a little bit of a, so that way people have ease of access to get there if they want. When I say ease of access, they'll have to come down to this train station down here to get there if they want to, but right now I have no transportation over there. So it looks like we're going to be running 3 trams over there. Yeah, looks like it. Going to be running 3 trams over there. So this might also reduce traffic, someone said as well. Not only, you know, people on the sidewalk, but it might reduce traffic a little bit. Oh, wow. Look at the amount of people at this bus stop. 147. Well, we'll see what happens. I think that's a helicopter from our new hospital. Anyone waiting here yet? 2 people. All right, so we're going to let that run. And like I said, we're probably going to come over to, where are we here? There we are. So, yeah, we got the trains going through here. If I were to run the train... Yeah, I really don't have a way to do that, do I? I mean... I could just run a road out to here and run a... How much is a terminal for a train? Passenger terminal. Small train station's only 75,000. And the road would need to be on that side. Road required. Don't worry, I'm going to run a road out through here. Well, it's only 75,000. You got 30 million, so what are you sweating it for? All right, and then we'll just put in a small 2-lane road here. Between this game and Transport City, Transport Fever 2, the way you put down roads, one is hold and click, another one's like lift. You know, it's, it's 2 separate ones on how to do it. So we don't really need nothing fancy here. So just grab this, and we're going to come out to like so. That should be connected to electrical, which it now is. We don't really need stoplights here. And we don't need 2 crosswalks. I'll actually eliminate that one. I'm not even sure why anyone would want to get in this side anyways, but we'll leave it there. Alright, so now we got a train terminal. So now, if we come into here and we go trains, double track. Yeah, those two are going to intertwine, aren't they? I figured they would. Probably best to have the road go under. That way the trains don't have to deal with it. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let me pause the game for a second. And we will... Oh, boy, I got rid of a lot of that bridge. So this is just a 2-lane road. Am I going to want to bump this up to a 4-lane? Going into there? We can... I'm going to make it a 4-lane. Just because. But now I got to... Yeah, I don't like the way that looks. How far underground am I going to have to go with this? Is that going to be enough? If I go 10, what does that do? I better go 20. And no, I don't want that to do that. I just want that. I selected on the wrong road, of course. And then I want to go back up to... Okay, maybe this now I will curve. Alright, so now we can work on the train tracks. So back to the train. Double track. So let's do this like so. And then I think it's like from right here. All right, so now I just got to figure out what passenger train. This one is going to... Oh, let's unpause. Yes, so I want to add a station to that. I gotta remember how to do this. Oh, come into here. Passenger, passenger, cargo, passenger. Yes, and I want to drag... Oop, come on. Oh, maybe you can only go so far with it. Oh, there we go. So just got to do that. Okay, so I think it is coming into there now. That's the green line. Let me just make sure that is what's happening here. The green line here. 1, 2, 3 stops. That is good. Do I want to... I don't... Is it just residents that can go to college? Or can we bring from people out of town to want to go to college? Because then I would drag this over and they could stop there on the way back in. If I were to drag this... Alright, hang on a second. Let me go back to here. If I were to drag this onto there like so... So that, I mean, if that's the thing, they'll stop there and, well, they'll drop off passengers, I hope. Is that showing it going in? Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And then, of course, people can then walk to college. Or the medical university. So how many people we got going here? It's been hanging around right around 400. How we doing here? All right, almost up to 1,000. Not too bad for just barely putting it on down. So we got this over here started today. Not too bad. Hopefully they'll start moving some livestock. You guys are not moving anything, which is interesting. You guys are not moving anything, which is interesting. And you're losing money. You don't have any vehicles in use. and you are full. I'm just trying to figure out why they're not moving stuff. Why am I getting the ghosting of the vehicles? I don't know. That's the worst I've ever seen it. Also, what is this funky part of the road going up and down for? All right, can we fix that? That's just a regular 2-lane road here. I mean, it's still not the greatest, but it looked better than what we just had. Yeah, so I'm not sure they're losing money, which is not great. So why are we having issues of getting? Am I going to need to put down like a cargo train going through here? I mean, we could, because we got the train tracks there. We got the train tracks coming in. Do I need to put down a small cargo for them? Oh boy. Small train station, medium train station, cargo train terminal. Yeah, I guess you need storage for it, don't you? You just can't put in a small train station. Cargo transfer station. That's still a little bit too big. I was hoping for just something small, but it does not look like that is going to happen. Well, I'll have to think about it. I have to figure out why they don't have any vehicles in use and moving that transportation around. They are, I mean, they're connected to the roads and such. So I'm just wondering why they're not moving materials. Is it just too far for them? Or do we not have enough manufacturers to use it? Which doesn't make sense because we are importing livestock. If you know, then do leave a comment down below. We should probably add some more industrial. The more, the merrier. No, we don't want to do the whole thing. And we'll, oops. Let's do it like so. And also I've been told different shapes and sizes you'll get, that way you'll get different kind of buildings. They won't all look the same. There we go. That'll probably fill that on up. Let's go back over to here and let's see how. Oh, we got a pile up of buses going in and out of here. Yeah, this bus terminal, small bus station, when I was building the city, it was like, oh, let's put it here because we didn't have hardly any traffic or not. But now we're getting a whole bunch of buses trying to come on in here. Again, I may have to reduce the amount of buses we have. I'm trying to click on that one there. It's got 3 people on it. And the tram has, well, 27. If we can get moving, that'd be great. Because over here, we got 60 people waiting. So yeah, if I can reduce the amount of buses coming in and out of here, then that is something we can definitely go ahead and do. But let me just have a look around the city. So right now, it looks like we have reduced the pedestrians on the sidewalk quite a bit. Is there a station here? Yes, there is. Why do the signs have to be so small? 32 people waiting there. Another area I do have to... Oh, because the tram just went on through too. You are full, sir. But yeah, look at the amount of people going up through here. I think we'll have to make a tram. Uh, boy, how would I make that turn around here, though? I don't think a tram can do a rotary that tight. That's why you can't go around rotaries. You have to figure out a way to, for these, like these people up here, maybe connect this road up to here. Which, oh boy, I don't want the intersection that close. I'll have to think about it, but yeah, I definitely want to get a tram going and try to reduce the amount of people walking back and forth from here. But luckily, I got a catwalk, so they're not bothering the people on the road there. But we can see a lot of people. No, I don't have a tram stop there. Must have one here somewhere. 80 people waiting. Yep. So, yeah, that seems to be working out rather well. If we go over to our first tram, how are we doing? Ooh, what is going on here? Crime scene. We don't really get many of those. But over here, we had loads of people. And how are we doing on the trams? Only 21 now. Only 21, but I did add an extra tram on there to help reduce the payload that we had on the original 3. And they probably will get spaced out over time. 16 people waiting there. Let's see. Tram lines. Yeah, 59%. So that's fine. If it gets people off the sidewalks, I'm a fan of that. It looks rather busy here, but it's not as busy as it once was. You're in front of that one. Yeah, you're not as full either. Well, I mean, I think it's going to help us out anyways. Maybe reduce car traffic, which, speaking of, here's an intersection that needs to be worked on as well. Why is this going from 3 lanes down to 2 at that intersection? That got changed. Oh, don't know how that got changed. I need a 3 to 2. Let's go ahead and replace. Why is that all funky? No, okay, wait, did that? Yes, that did work. But that just looks terrible. Well, I was going to do lane connection tool, but I think I need to redo that intersection anyways. But I might be thinking about, we get more tram lines in. I might be thinking about turning off vanilla traffic again and giving it a go for a little bit and see how bad it gets. Also, I've been thinking about, in the long run, I don't know if I'll ever get this far on this city here, because I feel like I've learned a lot. What is this, like episode 4? No. I'm getting mixed up with Transport Fever. One of them is at episode 14. I don't know where we're at on this series here. But I was thinking about building up, buying tiles all the way down here, kind of connecting this up, buying tiles down here, and putting in a city here. But if I start, putting in a city, it's the same city. But then I'll have to start making districts, because then it would kind of get too messy. You know what? Another thing, because I got the money, we got the tiles. Let me just try something about the water and sewer. So if I go ahead and buy that, I don't know if I have connection to that. We're going to go ahead and buy that. But did I not buy that? I don't think I did. No, you did not. You got to hit purchase. There we go. Let me do water and sewer. So I don't see like a connector for water and sewer. So how does one export water and sewer? Because it does show it as a possibility. If I go to services, so again, electricity, we're exporting it. When I go to water and sewer, it says export, and we're at 0. So there's a way to do it. Maybe I just don't have the option on this map. It could be. I don't have an option on this map. Yeah, so if you know about this too, let me know in the comments below so I can figure this out. Maybe I just don't have an option to export it on this map. Well, at least now I have access to the road all the way through. And maybe I'll buy some tiles down here. And like I said, we may, like I said, bring a cargo train down here and put it next to a hub for, because I haven't gotten involved with the water transport. Oh, there is one more thing I did want to do today. I almost forgot about it. Where is that going to be under? Nope. 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 Ah, here we go. City Hall. So City Hall is a center for different branches of local government, and a more efficient bureaucracy decreases the upkeep of city services and reduces the price of imported city services. Unlock city promotion policy. Let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and put down a City Hall. Is kind of on the small side-ish. And maybe we will slap it in. You know, I got an elementary school and a high school over here, but it's kind of like off the beaten path a little bit. Or just place it right here for now. Any upgrades for that? Increase the effectiveness of local court system, which in turn improves police response times. And minus 50% crime responsive times. Okay. We'll do that. And this does... City players help lower the cost of improving zone buildings. Unlocks the advanced pollution management and high-speed highway city police. Negative 5% building level cost citywide. I mean, why not do all that? Why not do all that? We have a sewer problem. How? Is that how I'm going to end the episode, with a sewer problem? Okay, what I can do is go in here just for the time being. Services. I think my water and sewer budget is down, so we're going to increase it to 100%. All right, that problem's taken care of. But yeah, I've been recording for a while, so I think maybe this is a good time to end the episode. So let me know what you think about the tram lines. Is that a good thing that we did? I'm pretty sure it is. We're just going to be moving more people. I'll have to check on the bus lines in between episodes, maybe get rid of some of these buses, because we got a lot of them. And obviously, early on in my city building, I put the bus stations in bad spots, right at intersections. I did not know my city was going to get this busy as it is. But again, a learning curve, so when we eventually get to a new city and a new start, I'll have learned a bit, and I'll learn to do some spacing a little bit more. But yep, tram lines are in. Speaking of tram lines, there's one going there. Yeah, they're not as full as they were at the beginning, so I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing that's happening. But yeah, that's going to wrap up for today. If you made it this far through the episode, don't forget about hitting that thumbs up button. It helps me out more than you know. And that subscribe and notification bell. You might want to click on those if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on more fun like this. That is going to wrap it up for today. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in City Skylines 2. But until then, have a good one.